seek him here, they seek him there. Those Frenchies seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven? Is he in hell? That cursed, elusive Pimpernel.
Dash it, Blakeney, I must breathe.
If you insist, sir, very well.
I should have thought that as arbiter of fashion, not only for England, but in these unfortunate days, for the whole of Europe. Is that not so, Monsieur le Marquis?
Indeed, yes.
Mr. Frank Rawlinson?
That's my name?
My name is Adams, John Adams.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Ambassador.
Unfortunately, I had to go to the country, or I should have brought you from the embassy myself.
Oh, it's no matter. I amused myself with a stroll through some of their quaint back streets.
Well, I hope you'll enjoy working with us here.
Well, so long as I'm working with my own countrymen, I'm sure I shall. But these Englishmen...
But surely you've hardly had time to judge the people.
I've been here several days. It's plenty.
It's amazing how often we Americans talk just like the English expect us to.
Quite frankly, I wish the government had sent me to Paris. I prefer a country where there's a democracy instead of this old-fashioned monarchy.
Oh, there are all sorts of democracies and all sorts of monarchies, as you'll soon learn.
Well, politics aside, my sister is in Paris. Do you suppose I'll have a chance to go there?
I shouldn't be at all surprised.
Certainly like to be there come Thursday.
Come Thursday?
Yes, Thanksgiving. Have you forgotten? I don't suppose these British know anything about a turkey or a pumpkin.
All right. I've got my breath back now. Blakeney, you may proceed.
Thank you, sir.
His Excellency, the American Ambassador.
Royal Highness, may I present a compatriot of mine, Mr. Frank Rawlinson?
At your service, sir.
Royal Highness?
We have opened a department at the embassy for social relations between our countries, sir. Mr. Rawlinson is in charge.
How interesting.
Feelings may have run high in the past, sir, but I can assure you there are many people at home who have a genuine sympathy for England.
Indeed.
While Blakeney attends to the important business of tying my cravat, perhaps you'd care to go on with your story. Monsieur le Marquis was telling us how he escaped from France.
Well, there is little to add. The Pimpernel put me aboard the ship which was to bring me to England and then rowed off towards Paris again.
What is your impression of the Pimpernel, Monsieur le Marquis?
Impression, monsieur?
Of the real Pimpernel, the personality behind the disguise.
But there was no disguise.
Are you trying to tell us that you saw the Pimpernel undisguised?
I am, sir.
Face to face?
Face to face, monsieur.
But in broad daylight?
In broad daylight, monsieur.
Would you care to describe him to us?
But that is impossible because he does not exist.
Oh, come now, Monsieur le Marquis.
No, sir. You see, the Pimpernel is a woman. And what is more, a woman with an American accent.
I shouldn't be so pleased about it if I were you.
What do you mean?
The lady with the American accent happens to be your sister.
What?
We have our ways of obtaining information. Your sister's got herself involved in some crazy scheme to rescue French aristocrats from the guillotine.
Great.
You think so?
Sure. If she's the Scarlet Pimpernel, then the only decent thing about England is American after all.
I thought you admired the new French Republic.
Oh, I do. Good old Myra. I must join her right away.
That won't be difficult. All you have to do is to land in France as an avowed enemy of the state. You'll probably find yourself in the next cell to hers within a matter of hours.
What do you mean?
Your sister was arrested in Paris early yesterday morning.
No.
They've taken her into secret custody, and at the moment I haven't the slightest idea as to her whereabouts. Of all the crazy, foolhardy things, where are you going to?
Start looking for her, of course.
You'll do no such thing. In the first place, you have as much chance of finding her as I have of finding gold in the Alleghenies. In the second place, we shall need all the cooperation we can get to pull us out of this mess. So come along, young man, and let's see you turn on all the charm you've got.
The Pimpernel a woman, and an American woman at that. Oh, what wouldn't I give to see her?
I wager your highness would be vastly disappointed.
Oh, Monsieur le Marquis here swears she was ravishing.
He was viewing her through the eyes of a doomed man. In the circumstances, Mother Shipton herself would have been a welcome sight. That voice. The American accent is startling enough in a man, but in a woman.
That woman happens to be my sister.
Your sister?
Sir, you have my sympathy.
What?
I was just about to say,
And for the benefit of any haw-hawing tailor's dummy of an English nobleman who may think to the contrary, I have yet to meet a woman on this little island of yours that can hold a candle to her for looks. As to her voice, well, it may not be as ladylike as some of the men of folk around here, but it's certainly more human.
How refreshing. A little crude, perhaps, but decidedly refreshing. There's no doubt these colonies of ours have a great future.
Colonies? Your Highness, you, sir, shall hear from me. I shall expect satisfaction.
Really?
The two American gentlemen, sir.
Show them in, will you? Gentlemen.
Lord Hastings, Sir Andrew Ffoulkes. You know me, John Adams. This is Lieutenant Gorshin of the Virginia Regiment. We are here to represent Mr. Rawlinson.
Quite. Sir Percy Blakeney will give your friend the satisfaction to which he is entitled at his earliest convenience.
Tomorrow at 7, St. James's Park, if that is agreeable to you.
Excellent. There remains only the question of the weapons.
Why, pistols, naturally. You'll forgive us if we appear old-fashioned, but we prefer swords.
But I'm afraid that's impossible, sir. In my country, they...
I'm sorry, sir, but as our client has been challenged, we naturally have the right to choose.
Of course, if you're going to take that attitude...
I deeply regret. We are.
Very well, sir.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day, gentlemen.
You're late. Devilish sorry to get you up so early, my friend.
It's a pleasure, my dear fellow.
Here they come.
Oh.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
I would like to say, sir, I'm not at all happy about the choice of weapons. In my country, dueling with swords is no longer the practice. I would therefore request...
If then, sir, you would rather withdraw...
Certainly not.
Here you are, sir.
Will you be pleased, sir, to act as referee?
I suggest we use this very place.
Very good, sir.
Your presence is required, sir.
Here, hold this. Gentlemen, measure your distance. Salute your opponent. Engage.
He'll be all right. It's only a flesh wound. Keep him out of trouble for a few days.
Don't think I don't understand, sir. It was very generous of you.
So, you've come to Paris for Thanksgiving after all, Mr. Rawlinson. I'm afraid you'll have to celebrate it tomorrow without your sister.
You have news of Myra?
Yes. She's a lot better off than she deserves to be.
Sir, she's just a headstrong young woman.
The manners of women, Mr. Rawlinson, are the surest criterion by which to determine whether a Republican government is practical or not.
I see.
She is at present here in Paris, in good health and being well looked after.
Then I'll go and join her.
You'll do nothing of the kind. She is a closely guarded prisoner.
I see.
I hope you do. It's a very serious matter.
Could I...
And I don't want you going to try and rescue her. I've had enough trouble from your family already.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Officially, no. But of course, if the real Pimpernel were to intervene, it might solve all our difficulties.
You mean have him rescue her?
That may not be so easy. You've got to find him first.
Is there any clue to his identity?
Only one. He's supposed to be an English nobleman.
That means returning to London.
Not necessarily. He might be here in Paris.
Then I'll start looking for him right now.
Unofficially, of course. We have managed to find out where your sister is held prisoner. Here is the address. But you must give me your word that you will not make use of it unless you can find the Pimpernel.
I give you my word, sir.
Good luck, my boy. Unofficially, of course.
But of course.
I looked everywhere in Paris. There's not a trace of her. As I thought. Chauvelin's keeping her safely tucked away somewhere, so that the Committee of Public Safety can deny all knowledge of her until it suits them.
Till it suits them to do what?
Use her as a bargaining weapon with the United States government.
Gentlemen, I've been looking all over Paris for you. Now that my honor has been satisfied, may I join you?
Honor, sir, can never be satisfied. You honor us with your company.
Thank you, sir. Mary, another glass.
While I am delighted to see you up and about, Mr. Rawlinson, I trust that your arm has fully recovered.
Sir, where I come from, a wound like this is considered merely a scratch. Now, if it had been a pistol ball...
It would have been in my arm, no doubt.
Gentlemen, I need your help.
We're at your service.
I must find the Scarlet Pimpernel.
I thought the fellow was supposed to be your sister.
Well, that turns out not to be true. That's why I must find the real Pimpernel.
If you succeed in doing that, Congress should erect a statue to you. Everybody's failed so far.
No, this is different. I don't want to know who he is. I want him to help me to rescue Myra.
Now, look here, my friend. Supposing, and I'm only saying supposing, you did find the Pimpernel, what would you do?
I could tell him where she is.
Where is she?
Ah, that's my secret. And I'll share it only with the Pimpernel, and only on the condition that he allows me to help with the rescue.
But that's absurd. You can trust us.
Ah, no doubt. But I've given my word to the American ambassador that I will share the secret only with the Pimpernel.
Oh, Mr. Rawlinson, I'm so weary of these Pimpernels and ambassadors and secret tally-hos. Now, supposing I could find someone who I think might know the Pimpernel.
I'll do anything you suggest.
Then be at the corner of La Rue de Liberté tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Done.
Oh, pardon, monsieur. Pardon. Go. You will get a great deal dirtier than that by the time you've finished.
I must remind you, citizeness, that your life is at the disposal of the Committee of Public Safety. If you are willing to sign a full confession giving the names of the members of the American legations in Paris and London who are unfriendly to the French Republic.
I know of no such people.
Come now.
I did what I did with my eyes open, and I'm willing to pay the penalty. But if you think I'm going to involve anyone else in it, you're very much mistaken.
But you do not have to involve anyone else. They are already involved.
What do you mean?
Your brother?
Frank, he knows nothing about it. He doesn't even know I'm in Paris.
He seems to now. He's here.
Here?
I have sent orders to have him arrested the moment he leaves the American embassy. What the view of the Committee of Public Safety will be on his activities, I do not know. It will depend largely on your willingness to collaborate. It may mean death.
Monsieur Chauvelin, you are a monster.
Yes, am I not? And what makes it even worse is that I mean every word I say. That terrible fire. You'd better come with me. I don't want to suffocate you to death.
You prefer the guillotine, no doubt.
And now, citizeness, now that we can talk again, I suggest that you stop lying to me and tell me all that you know about the Pimpernel.
I have already told you I know nothing.
Oh, come, Citizeness Rawlinson. I was not born yesterday. There is no smoke without fire.
Hey, you down there! Citizen Sweeps! Come up here at once!
Oh, we are going home to dinner.
Come here quickly, this is urgent! Come up at once!
No, we are busy.
I am Citizen Chauvelin!
Ah, I'm Marie-Antoinette. Citizen Chauvelin, never heard of him.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, après, je vous appelle. You were lucky to catch us, citizen. We were on our way home. Smoke. Well, where's the trouble?
In here.
We will soon put it right, citizen.
All right, come on then. Yeah, you had better take care of this room. It's worse than the other.
You know, citizen, I'll tell you what the trouble is.
Yeah?
There is something wrong with your chimney.
I know that, you dolt. Do something about it. Open the window.
Ah, of course, monsieur, of course.
Oh, you
Of course.
Myra, it's so good to see you safe.
Frank.
There's no time to talk now. We've got to get out of here.
Well, who's the other sweep?
The Scarlet Pimpernel. Come on, let's go.
Why do you close the window?
Draft. Bad.
Why, what is this?
You'll see.
Now, look here. I'm not sure you know what you're doing, but you...
Do you want your chimney swept?
Yes, of course.
Then hold tight. One moment.
Frank! What's the matter? Come on.
What's happened?
He's fainted. Here, take him.
What is it? What happened?
I fainted. Some fool English nobleman wounded me last week.
Excuse me, Mr. Pimpernel. Here,
What's
put
this?
this around him. We can lower him.
But are you sure you can manage?
Of course, of
Oh,
course.
very well, my
Fine.
dear young lady. Very well.
There, now, all right, Frank, over.
What are you doing now?
What have you done?
Well, I could not help it. Sorry.
Take hold of this, will you?
But the sacking?
Yes, the sacking.
Yeah?
Now hold on to it. Tight.
Well, now what do we do?
Wait a minute, you will see.
Oh.
Hold it up here, you.
What?
Here,
Oh.
here. You want the
Like
soot
that.
to fall like that.
Oh, yes. Clever.
You want to help? Give me your hand. Come out here. Careful. Don't drop the sack.
No.
Oh, don't drop the sack, I said. All the soot will come on your head.
All right, I hold it through here. I'm sorry.
No. Are you ready? Catch hold here.
I haven't got it yet.
Catch hold the pot. Right, here. Down here.
Yes.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Up! 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 It's got stuck.
What do we do now?
I must climb up the chimney in the next room.
Well, why not climb up this chimney?
Oh, citizen, you don't understand. This flue goes up like that. The one next door goes up like that. They meet there. I have to climb up here. I cannot climb up here. Otherwise, you get all the soot down on your head. You want that, huh?
Oh, no, of course. I'm very sorry.
Now, you hold on tight here. You will
Yes,
see.
all right.
You will see what will happen. Hold tight.
Where are you? Sweeps! Sweeps! Come here! Guard! Come here!
Citizen Chauvelin. Well, take hold of this man. Hold it just there.
Yes, sir.
No, not like that. Right across.
Sorry, sir.
Do you want all the soot to come down on you?
No, sir.
Well, don't stop chattering, man.
Yes, sir.
There, hold it right across there.
Yes, sir.
Now, you stay there and hold that while I find out what has happened to these fool sweeps. And don't let it go.
There you go, sir.
Hey! You there! Come back! Come back!
My first Thanksgiving dinner, and I hope not my last.
Well, we are a bit uncivilized in America, but we certainly don't dress like that for it.
Madam, I hope you will forgive me.
I forgive you, Mr. Pimpernel.
I have washed my hands.
You know, I would dearly love to know your true identity. But I can understand why you have to keep it a secret.
I trust that our honored guest will also understand.
When I received your invitation, Miss Rawlinson, I immediately made my excuses to Mr. Jefferson. I wouldn't miss a chance of meeting the Pimpernel, even if I don't know which he is.
It certainly isn't me, sir.
What worries me is how I'm going to describe this in my official report. I'll have to say something about the Pimpernel's identity.
If I might make a suggestion, sir, why not probably of colored origin, possibly a French subject from Haiti?
An excellent idea. I might even pass that information on to Chauvelin as a token of diplomatic goodwill.
The colonial attitude, expressed somewhat clumsily by Sir Percy Blakeney the other day, is hardly typical, I do assure you.
If you will forgive me, gentlemen, if as a woman I find any differences at all very foolish, it's because our grandmother, too, was English.
Think of your forefathers. Think of your posterity.
I can't make it all out. A few days ago, it all seemed so simple. In America, democracy means freedom. While over here, a monarchy fights for freedom, and democracy means enslavement.
We are leaving the age of reason, Mr. Rawlinson, for the age of perplexity, where words lose their meaning, and battles are no longer fought between nations, nor between classes, nor between political creeds. Democracy, like patriotism, can easily be perverted into a refuge for scoundrels. The struggle is between men of goodwill and the destroyers. To our children, and to our children's children, may they fight well, side by side, in the ages to come.
Thank you.